So when you've got your gaiter out of the car, you should have it there. Twist it inside out and you'll get this bit here. What you want to do is twizzle the black bit around so that the curved piece is on the straight bit of that silver piece in the middle. So you just twist that round 90 degrees. Then get a screwdriver and go under there and slowly and gently, after prising slightly these two bits out, you can go under there and gently lever the black bit up. Do it very, very gradually. And the other side, do it on the other side too. So you're going under there, and that will release the black piece. It will come up. Do it very slowly, very gradually. You're getting your lever under there. This shows it. So your black piece has come out on the side there, and then you've got room, you see. I've levered that up. Slight damage there. I'd use a plastic thing. I've been using a metal screwdriver. I do recommend plastic, but as usual I've buggered it. Sorry, can't say that. Okay, right. We're almost there. So as you can see, I've got that up quite far now, and the black piece is way above the silver bit now. Just gently doing it with a screwdriver. So this is turned back the right way, and you can see how much of the old gaiter has come out of the silver bit now. Then you can start pulling it out. That hole is where the wear over the years has happened from the sweat in the thumb or the finger on the gear stick. So as you can see, I'm just pulling that now. Sorry, I've got this set to macro, so I can't focus except close up. So that's slowly starting to come now, and just keep pulling and keep on with it, and it'll slowly start to come away, and then it's actually very easy. It's just kind of clamped in there. It's coming out easily now. And just work your way around, pulling it down. As you can see, it's coming right off now. And that's coming off. There it is. There it is. So obviously now you want to put your new gaiter on, shove it up there, and then you're going to be putting the black cap back down. And then once it's down and the gaiter is shoved up in that bit, up in that silver cylinder bit, you want to swivel the black bit around so that those black straight bits are on the silver curved bits, if that makes sense. So just give it 90 degrees from what you're seeing there. So this is the old gaiter. Obviously that side now, that's facing the dashboard, this side. So you've got to be careful when you put your new gaiter on. Here's my new gaiter. You've got to make sure you get it the right way round. because the bottom is narrower in one area than another. I'm going to try and do this now. So the gear knob, get that so that little gap in the silver bit there at the top, you see the gap in the circle at the top of the silver circle there, that needs to be facing the interior of the car. So to me is the interior of the car. So you're going to put this into the new Gaiter from the bottom and you're going to thread it up through the top. Okay, so we're in. And remember, the Gaiter orientation, the wider end is facing the dashboard, so nearest me is the narrower end, and it's a rectangle, so it's that way. The tapered end, the narrower end, is towards me now. So you're going to get the end of your new Gaiter there. You're going to have that just there, and then you're going to feed, by trial and error, you're going to feed the Gaiter into this area up here as far as it will go, and I'm going to use a screwdriver for this to wedge it in the crack. Just push it right up in there all the way round. Okay, when you've got it wedged, when you've got quite a lot of it wedged in there, you're going to turn it inside out again, and we're going to try and twist back that black plastic clamp to clamp it on again when we've got it back inside out. So we've twisted it back out inside out again. Because this is a cheaper false leather, it's harder to turn inside out because the original Ford is quite nice, soft leather. But this is a Chinese one. And it's just a bit crapper. Not bad. I don't diss everything Chinese. Good value, but it's not nice and soft. And actually the leather effect isn't the kind of distress isn't, the relief distress isn't deep like the original Ford one, so it's not as pleasing to the eye. But what do I know? Anyway, back to the topic in hand. We've got it on there. We're going to clamp. We're going to press down on these black areas to get this black piece of plastic back down there. You see there's a gap there. I'm going to close that gap up to clamp the leather back down. With the screwdriver, we're going to press on there, that bit in front of you. I can't use the screwdriver because I'm doing this with two hands as it is. So we're just going to press down on there, that black bit, and that is going to clamp that black piece of plastic onto that leather at the bottom there. So just going to press down on there with a screwdriver. And there it is, that's clamped down. We've done it on the other side as well. So we've closed that gap up there. And as you can see, that black bit is sitting just below the silver bit there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it back round to the right 90 degrees so that that curved black bit is going to move over here and be underneath this curved silver bit. Do you see? Because right now that silver bit's straight and we want that curved black bit under this curved silver bit, currently where that long black bit is. So you want to end up with it so that groove in the circle there at the top is facing the interior of the car, which is the tapered, narrower end of the the bottom black box. Sorry. So the wider end of this facing the dashboard, but that wants to be facing the little the little groove at the top there in the silver circle needs to be facing the interior of the car, which is the narrower end of this bit, if that makes sense. And so we've twiddled the black clamp so that now both those curve, the black curve and the silver curve, are lining up, and those two black tool bits are sitting 90 degrees to that. Now obviously we're going to turn it back the right way out. And there we have it. If you find that that is coming out still, just do the process again and make sure you shove that leather area right up into that silver bit, because it really needs to be shoved up as far as it can, otherwise it's just going to come out again. And I had to do it a couple of times to make sure, because it was coming out when I did it a couple of times. Just make sure it's in there nice and tight.